Huron-Bruce.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. My question is for the Premier. Premier, your government is acting like it's a government with something to hide. The alleged activities of Mr. Feist is just the latest and largest bombshell to drop. But as we've seen, you've got plenty of secrets, like the secret budget deficits, like the secret BLTs, like the secret leaking teams. And we know you wanted to hide the details of the gas plant scandal that ended up costing taxpayers $1.1 billion. But who knows what else was on those hard drives, Premier? Can you tell this House if Mr. Feist, or anyone else for that matter, deleted other secrets, like Orange secrets, e-health secrets, and that the people of Ontario deserve to know?
I want to see the Highway 407 document.
I think the prudent course is to allow the Ontario Provincial Police to undertake their work. And in terms of opening up the government, Mr. Speaker, I am very, very proud of the record of our Premier when it comes to opening up the government. When it comes to the gas plant issue, Mr. Speaker, as has been pointed out in this legislature, it was this individual who wrote to the Auditor General even before she became Premier to ask for him to look into the matter. He restruck the committee. We, as a government, we provided over 326,000 pages to the committee, including 30,000 pages from the Premier's office. Mr. Speaker, we've taken action, both of a legislative and a non-legislative variety, in terms of addressing issues around document retention, Mr. Speaker. And, Mr. Speaker, if any party should be explaining, then perhaps the Conservatives should be explaining why their candidates never appeared in front of the Justice Committee to talk about their...
Thank you. Supplementary.
Back to the Premier. You talk a lot about transparency and openness and what you aspire to do. But, Premier, I can tell you Ontario taxpayers are worried their Premier is either incompetent or complicit. You can talk the talk, but you don't seem to want to walk the walk. But to be fair, you said earlier, just moments ago, and I paraphrase, you are happy to the truth any day. So, Premier, I'm asking you, not the House Leader, in the name of openness and transparency, can you confirm today that files related to other scandals, like e-health and Orange, were not also destroyed?
Mr. Speaker, let's talk about openness, Mr. Speaker. Just for once, Mr. Speaker, will the opposition party admit what we all know from YouTube, from press releases, from the Twitterverse, Mr. Speaker, that in the last election it was the Progressive Conservative Party that promised if they were elected they would cancel the gas plant? For heaven's sakes, Mr. Speaker, the police acknowledge in the document again, on October 6th, the Liberal Party won the provincial election. The Liberal Party won the seat in Mississauga. Even though they made the same promise during the election, the opposing parties accused the Liberal Party of cancelling the power plant only to secure a seat in Parliament. Mr. Speaker, it's time that the Progressive Conservatives...
The member from Halton will withdraw. Withdraw. Finish, please.
Mr. Speaker, time that the Progressive Conservatives acknowledge the fact that they made the exact same promise going into the last election.
New question. Member from Niagara Falls.